No, you talk, then they'll ask you questions.
Okay.
Just introduce yourself.
All right, I've done one other meeting. I told them that I have about 17 years experience, pretty much on patrol. I grew up in the area right across. I went to Long Island City High School, so I kind of know the island a little bit, but not the ins and outs. I've met a few people here, but it's been really nice to me. In regards to my career, I hope to finish the last 3 years on this island. I have a little history here. Like I said, my mother-in-law used to come sell some things on the island back in the early 90s. So, I understand the island. I get the idea, and I'm proud to be here, and I look forward to staying. So I told everybody if there's, I like to be, sort of old school. If you have little issues, public safety does a good job. They back me in a lot of things, but when I'm needed, hopefully I'm there and I can take care of the problem what they can't take care of. You know what I'm saying? So, so far so good. I'm actually pretty proud of the way things have been going, and I really honestly have been nice. And I think overall, I've been walking the hallways. Hopefully they see me. I do understand that I see a little bit of problem with the public safety guys. They have a little bit of disrespect on them with some of the younger crowd in regards to maybe they don't even live here. I just saw there was an incident where, one of the guys in the car, I actually did the report for that the other night, one of the public safety guys said they're not the real police and ran them over basically. I don't know if you guys know about that. That happened and I did the report for that. I wasn't on the island, I was actually in a patrol car that night, unfortunately, but I happened to be the car that came over from the other side to handle that. But, the issue with them, like I said, if I can help them get a little more of that, that's what I'm there for so when people have a little more of an idea that, we're all working together and we're looking to get the island to be good and look good.
Okay, let's take questions clockwise, starting with it.
Describe your relationship to public safety. Are you senior to them? Can you give them an order?
I can't give them any orders yet. Really, to be honest with you, I have no...
Who's your boss? Who's your superior?
My superior, well, my commanding officer is the 114 precinct. He's the one who placed in Queens. Even though it's Manhattan, yeah, it does that whole thing, but he's the one who placed me here. Correct.
So you call him if you have a...
Well, I have a direct supervisor. Try to go up the ladder a little bit, but I have a direct supervisor. Yeah. No, not on the island. He's the special operations lieutenant at the 114 precinct. He would go to meetings, Lieutenant Morales. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't have the power. But so far, they've been really responsive with me, helping me to see around, and also, I've tried to expand their knowledge of, how things work in policing and to do it the way, they've been pretty responsive, I'll be honest with you. So far, so good.
And? Jim?
What is your tour of duty days you work here?
Right now, the official time is 3 to 11:30, but by the time I get out, we have a roll call. It's about 4 o'clock. Unfortunately, the last couple of months, since the month I've been here, I haven't been able to get a car. I'm the last on the totem pole, so it's tough for me to get a car. I love having a car because I'm able to go back and forth and really show my presence on this island. I really believe it's a big deal, the presence. When I'm walking or with a car with the light, you might see the lights on with a police car. That's me. I'm a big believer. Everybody who comes on this island, know I'm here. I really honestly believe that. And that's ultimately our goal. Somebody comes in now and goes, no, let's get out of here. Not even a chance for them to even take that opportunity. But unfortunately, I'm the last on the top to get a car, so a lot of the days I haven't gotten a car. So like today, they drop me off with my bags and I walk. And I answer jobs on the island when 911 comes over that way. But I will get a car. We're going to be, eventually they're going to get me that little scooter qualified, so I'll always have that at least when there is no car. I'd rather have a car, I like the car. But that scooter that you see, I'd have that, but I have to get trained in that, and unfortunately, there's been no opportunity to get it, but I will get it, whether it's in 3 months or hopefully this month coming up in December. If not, it will be spring, so they don't do the classes for DMV.
It gets cold and windy, get a car. And? I'd like to thank you, by the way, for visiting our Public Safety Committee twice. That's really appreciated. I got two questions. Number one, I had heard that there was an incident over at Eastwood, at Roosevelt Landing, with ground floor windows being broken. Do you know anything about that?
Okay, actually, that was a little I know it was a morning, but I believe it was 5 in the morning. I did, matter of fact, I was there at the farmer's market. I saw that was the morning I did the farmer's market. I think I advised that I had done that. I did a day at the farmer's market, and that was the morning. And it was, I don't know the exact circumstance, but I happened to be working at 7 in the morning. I saw public safety in there, midnight guys, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And we had an incident with broken windows, somebody off the island. So that was a good thing, and they caught him and they made the arrest. It's the most extensive I know.
Second question I have is a traffic question. We've got these plastic tripods in the middle of Main Street now. Some of them say yield, and some of them have the stop sign logo, but underneath it says, well, pedestrians are in the crosswalk.
Correct.
Now, I always thought that you see a stop sign, you stop, full stop, regardless. How does it work?
The pedestrian, oh, you have a question? No, so the hands in that.
I'd kind of like to hear you answer.
I could be wrong, okay, because, the impression I have of writing a summons, when you post a sign like that, it would be if somebody is walking or waiting to walk, then you're required to yield to the pedestrian. If there's no pedestrian in there, you could pretty much, choose your pedestrian blow through, right? Which I don't like, to be quite honest.
What's the difference between that and the yield sign?
Matt, I don't think the sign that you're talking about actually has.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Actually, yes, one of them does.
It does. I'm not smoking that stuff.
The difference, it has no actual difference. The difference is because they're federal signs and they make them up for different states. Some states have the way the law says is you need to stop before pedestrians and crosswalk. Another say you have to yield.
Right.
But in all cases, the car needs to stop. So it's just that this different signage has to do with matching the differences in state law. But the function is the same.
But if you say, that yield sign, when we all learn yield, just say the favor for not eat in the exact law. Yield, I would hope everybody knows that the person yielding on is supposed to stop if necessary. So that's what you would take from with that sign, because when you said this to me the last time, I'm in my police, I'm like, I gotta stop, I'm the police. So, but I do that because I'm the police. But most people are gonna take it that it's yield, there's nobody there, and I can go and I stop.
Many of us have had the experience of crossing a crosswalk and almost getting hit because the signs are perceived as being ambiguous. So having a stop sign that says, well, somebody's in the crosswalk makes it a little more hard to figure out what somebody's going to do. So I mean, we all just keep a weather eye out to make sure that somebody's actually going to stop because we're not sure. And that's dangerous.
Like I said, I agree. Unfortunately, I've been myself stopping. And if you ever see me going through, I have the lights on, I'm going somewhere. I'm very, aware of stopping the issue. So me myself, I'm trying to make a good example that I'm going to stop.
I mean, there are standard big, like octagonal stop signs on the island.
Yeah,
But when we see people going through those, we go.
I come close 2 or 3 times a month to get hit by a car. But let me tell you the vehicles that I'm afraid of. All the housing vehicles and the RIRA vehicles. Okay? Because they blow by them like if they didn't exist. And all the housing little trucks that carry the garbage down the other end, they just go right through it. I live in Manhattan Park, where they've got a stop sign from the school until you get to the garage of the parking.
Most people, that would be including people who get used to somewhere, end up are the most worst offenders. That is actually the truth, and that's actually the statistic. It's actually a statistic. Most people have that, but the best way, of course, is I'm again a police officer, but to get the guys to actually go there and speak to them, or have them come to the meeting. I would say that would be the best. Or if you guys want, I mean, you say tell me where it is, I can go there and speak to them.
Well,
I would.
I've gone,
That's
I've
how I
gone
feel
to
that
public
would-
safety, and I've asked an officer what the deal was, she didn't know.
If you give me the, if you give me the, where I gotta go, their drivers, or the two, I do it. I have no problem. I really will. You know, I tell them the concerns, and I'll speak to the drivers, who are everyday drivers, and you start that way. And I do it, sure, because they probably won't be able to come, it's late, and they probably won't come. But if I tell them, I really honestly they would respect that.
We just take our working orders for public safety.
Can I just complete my conversation?
Guys, we have been here now for 10 minutes, and there is a motion on the floor tonight. And I think we should start respecting it now, that we'll give 10 minutes to representatives from the different organizations, 5 minutes to everyone else. So thank you so much for being here tonight. We're going to move on.
Everyone's working, so please speak to me whatever you want, whenever you want. I actually like talking, so it's not good to know.
Next on the list